Greetings one and all, this is Rhythm Works and welcome to my channel. And today, as part of the Big Up video series, the Fight Night Champion Edition, I am honored and pleased to present to you one of the legends of the game, undoubtedly, none other than DJeeZy. Hey DJeeZy, make yourself known to the world, bro.
How you doing, world? This Fight Night World, Fight Night Community. This is DJeeZy, OWC Lightweight Champion, and I'm happy to be here.
Great stuff. Now, gonna ask you some questions real quick. First question is, how did you get introduced to the Fight Night series and what installment did you pick up on?
Man, I got introduced to the Fight Night Champion series, like really involved in online in round 3, man. And I was terrible at round 3. In round 4, I got a little bit better. And this, when Champion came out, it was just my goal to be #1. And I had a #1 gym, and I did it, man. Just dreams turning into reality, that's all.
That's no lie, no word of a lie. Okay, second question is, what did you like about Fight Night Champion when you started playing?
Oh, the realness of it, you know, how you can go in there and just, OWC mode, really just how you can just make your fighter come out to your own music, dress your fighter in his own trunks, tattoos, etc., and just really just see what it takes and fight off the competition until you become a champion yourself and win a belt yourself. Just the journey of it. Just the journey of it.
Cool, cool. Okay, obviously I've got to ask you, what are your dislikes of the game? Because you've been playing it from day one, obviously. So what are your experiences of the game that you really don't like?
Man, my dislikes is how the game got out of control, the complainers of how when it first came out it wasn't good enough. It was a good game, and just how they let it go and how EA gave up on us and how people just destroyed it, really. Just how good things doesn't last forever. So basically that little quote answered that question.
All right, well, to be a little bit more in-depth with that question in relation to the patches in particular, because it was how many? It was around 3 patches, right?
Yes.
So which patch did you feel comfortable with before it all went wrong?
After the first patch, I think the game was beautiful. They didn't have to do nothing else. After that, how everybody started complaining about, oh, the stamina this, the stamina that. If you sat there and fought like a real boxer and wasn't throwing at the wind, you did all right. But people kept complaining about it, so, you know, you got to get the fans what they want. But it was okay after that. I actually was okay with how the game was when it first came out, but a little bugs was in it. But other than that, they could have kept it the same.
Okay, now we just need to basically let the people know exactly what your credentials are, because there are quite a few new cats coming into the scene on a game that is pretty much more or less kind of played out, for want of a better phrase. So you need to kind of let the people know what are your credentials, how many championships you won. Just, you know, just state your record, bro.
Oh, way back, I started off when I 30-0, title world champ, OWC lightweight champion. I ended up getting all the way to #1. My best record probably was 420 victories and 20 defeats. My greatest challenge ever was against O'Hanlon, who struck me down from being #1. And then it kind of was like vice versa. Everybody was saying, oh, he's just a lightweight champ. He doesn't have what it takes to become middleweight champ. And when I went over to middleweight OWC, I became a middleweight world champ. And I showed the world. I never went up to heavyweight, but as far as lightweight and middleweight, I think I proved what I had to do. It's to consider myself a champion.
And that you most definitely are. No word of a lie. Okay, so speaking of the Fight Night community, from your time frame, who has been the fighters that have basically inspired you the most and has given you, you know, a real good run for your money in terms of performance and skill set and, you know, just pure utter pugilism?
Oh, I have to say Kid Vega, free him, O'Hanlon, MX7, you know, just fighters, man. A lot of the European guys came over here and showed me that they can deal with us American boxers. So I have to give my hat up to the UK and say they were my hardest, toughest fights. Really, it was a lot of other guys out there, but I had to take my hat off to the UK guys. They definitely stand up there with me.
Full appreciation for that. And next question is, what would you like to see improvements, if any, for the next installment of Fight Night?
Oh man, as far as what I would like to see, me being an OWC fighter, I would just like to see him go more into depth. Cause like, online World Championship mode, it really brings the game to life. Somebody that they created with their either icon, their eye camera, or tempo head, or downloaded fighter, and they just take them on a journey to be undefeated, to be a world champ, to be an amazing gym owner. They just put so much depth into it that it's just real, and it's just a community. Like you can see me and my guys hanging out in the lobbies all the time, talking to each other, rapping, setting up fights, and just going more into depth with that, and just have lobbies, have weigh-ins, just have anything that just makes it more and more better, and a better way for title fights to be set up, and how the belt is dealt with. As far as the head-to-head guys, I love them too. Just give those guys more fighters. Like just anybody that's boxing in real life, put them in the ring. You know what I'm saying? Let Floyd Mayweather get in the game. Pay that buddy for real. And that's really all I can ask for next year.
Well, absolutely. I think, you know, we are all eagerly anticipating the next installment of Fight Night, and obviously I don't think personally it's going to be on a PS3 console. I think it's going to definitely be on the next upgrade from that, obviously the PS4. So obviously they got to up their game. They definitely got to up their game with the mechanics and everything else, and you know, by putting, you know, more intricate features than features that can just basically play out after, you know, one play, like the champion mode, for example. Because once you play that, you don't really want to play that anymore. So you don't really want to be wasting any more technology with that. But anyway, in my final question is, any shout outs, any way that people can link you on the network, social media sites, any form of contact through social media that people can get in touch with you and link with you and, you know, be competitive with you?
They could just be competitive about me. I'm back online. I took a break off, but just my name, just DJeeZy is my PSN ID. If somebody wants to check out my debut fight from when I transferred from the lightweight division to the middleweight division and was undefeated, you can look me up on YouTube at Get 'em DJeeZy. Type that in as a whole, Get 'em DJeeZy, and you'll see my middleweight world title fight when I was a world champion in middleweight division. Just look me up, hit me up. My feelings might be full, but just send me a message and I can change that. That's all you gotta do.
Well, DJeeZy, it's been an honor and a pleasure to talk to you and to get to know more behind the gamer tag, you know, and you keeping it real and you keeping it down to earth, and you know, just you spreading your wealth and your knowledge of the game and what have you. So I just wanted to say thank you very much for taking time out of your schedule, and have a blessed day, and hope to see you in the ring sometime. But don't hurt me too hard, bro.
All right, man. You take care, man.
All right, man. Peace.